Hello, beautiful souls. Lisa Falconer here, a conscious relationship coach and intimacy coach healer. And my main passion is to help you stay in love, feel cherished, worshipped, adored, happy in your long-term relationship. And there's no note today. This is going to be very quick and rift, something that's been like downloading through me that I just know you need to hear today. If you're tuning into this message is for you, and it's the number one killer in relationships. Okay, this one thing is what kills relationships, either physically, like the relationship ends, fizzles out, you blame, there's a lot of resentment, or energetically. And I truly believe that people can stay in relationships even though it's energetically finished. And what I mean that you'll see that a lot in like loveless marriages, loveless relationships where they stay together and for whatever reasons, okay. And I truly believe that energetically it's gone, it's doomed. Okay. And I'm sharing this with you because I don't want that to be you. And just as a side note, even if it's energetically dead now, it's flat, it's stagnant, you can shift that. You can change it. You can bring life back into it any single day. Every single day, you can just make that decision, do the shifts that I help my clients with, and dramatically transform your relationship. So don't think just because you are doing this one thing I'm going to share with you today that you have no chance, because that's where the magic happens. And I feel so good. There's no notes. It's just me speaking freely, and it's great. And the number one thing is expectation. Expectations kills relationships. And the very first time I started hearing about expectation, because it's not something that you really learn about. And I guess if you're a high achiever like me, you place really big expectations on yourself. And you kind of do this unconsciously so you can achieve those things. It's kind of like, well, how do I achieve my goals? How do I go to the next level if I don't have any expectations? Because we're taught don't settle for what you got, etc. And it was years ago when I first started studying life coaching, probably about 10 years ago, I learned this one thing where expectation kills happiness. And it really is. Expectation kills happiness, because the minute you place expectations on things, on someone else, you are giving away your power. And Tony Robbins teaches this thing about turning expectations into appreciation. And what I see with my clients, or even my personal life in current and previous relationships, is we place all these expectations on our partners. We expect them to provide for us. We expect them to make us feel good, to worship us, to treat us however we want to be treated. We expect them to live how we want to live. We expect them to communicate how we communicate. And even though we might not verbally say this to them, we kind of have these unconscious or unsaid expectations that are kind of unrealistic, because men and women are wired differently. We are literally built very differently. So expecting our partners to treat us how we would treat ourselves, to expect our partners to have the same human, we all have the same, I guess, human needs, but our significance is important. Okay. What I think is more important for my human needs might be very different to my partner. So understanding what we need more is more important. Our love language, very different. So placing expectations on our partner is literally killing your relationship, because half the time they'll never ever meet the expectation. You are literally setting them up to fail. And then when they fail, you have this resentment. You're pointing their fingers. It's like, you failed. You're not good enough. You're not. And it's just like this. You might not physically doing that to them, but they are feeling it because you're energetically disappointed that they aren't meeting your unsaid expectations, because you haven't even half the time told them your expectation. What are you expecting from them? Now, it's okay to know your worth, to know what your standards are, to know what you want in a relationship. But here's the difference between asking for your desires versus placing these unsaid, unmet expectations on your partner is you can, instead of expecting something from them, you can go, do you know what? I would really love X, Y, and Z, and then just surrender the rest. You can focus on meeting your own expectations instead of placing expectations on them. How about how can you meet your own expectations and stop giving away your power? Because this is a lot of the times where the resentment comes from. It's where it kills intimacy. Now, I really avoid talking about intimacy because intimacy, we can go down a whole different lot of rabbit holes. And intimacy is one of those things that's basically the first thing that is killed off in a relationship. And a lot of the times we place excuses, oh, as kids, we're too busy, we're this, we're that. And we don't prioritize intimacy. But intimacy is what provides the connection. It's what keeps your relationship from friendship zone, from friend zone to lovers. Do you want to be roomies with your partner, co-parents? Or do you kind of want to be lovers? Do you want to be in love? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be satisfied, fulfilled? Then we need to stop placing these unconscious expectations on them. And just like Tony Robbins says, let's turn expectations into appreciation. And I think nearly in every single video, I talk about the power of gratitude and appreciation. How can we focus on appreciation? What are the things that you can appreciate about your partner every single day? Maybe it's just one thing, one small thing is all you're capable of. Hey, that's okay. Can we focus on that one little thing, knowing that in the manifestation world and the law of attraction world, focusing on that one thing that you can be grateful for, whether it's something super stupid like they put the dishes in the dishwasher for you. Yeah, for instance, I just want to give you a really small example. The other night, our son woke up just as I was about to go to bed, and my routine is before I go to bed, I take down my teacup, put it in the dishwasher, turn on the dishwasher, and then I'll go to bed. But our son woke up, and I was in with him, settling him, and my partner. When I came out, I went to get my things. I went to go downstairs to do my routine, and he said, "Oh, I've turned the dishwasher on for you." And he goes, "I didn't know how long you're gonna be." And to me, it was just like, is it my job to do dishwasher day? No, but I couldn't. But for me, because of all the healing I'd done, instead of just going, well, why was it my job and getting defensive? Like the old me would have been very defensive. Well, it's not just my job, like you could do this any other time. But it was just like, well, no, I'm actually appreciative. He knew my routine. He obviously notices the little things that I do. And he took the initiative to not ask me first or just go, oh, well, she'll do it later when she's finished. But he went out of his way and took the initiative to turn it on. And then he didn't expect a thank you from me. He was just like, he saw me about to go do it. So instead of me wasting my time to go downstairs, see that he's done it, he's like, I've already done it for you. And just that little action, okay? And don't roll your eyes because those are the things that you need. I'm just like, thank you. I'm feeling seen. It was just like a moment of being taken care of. It's just like, thank you. Okay. Instead of me expecting him to do that, I was appreciating. And guess what that gives? It makes him feel good knowing that I'm feeling seen. He's making me happy. And the more I'm telling him how grateful and appreciative I am for these little things, guess what? He does more and more. And it was kind of the same thing because me, the old me, I was just like very defensive, critical. Every single time he like said, oh, I did something for you, I'm like, well, it's not just my job. Just because I'm the woman doesn't mean I do all the housework, etc. And I would shut him down. Or I'll make a sly comment, I was like, about time you helped out. And then I noticed he wasn't actually helping out. He would never do anything. And then I just started telling this story that he was lazy, he was this, he was that, because I expected him to be a certain way. I expected him to help me at a certain level. But my energy and the words and the comments I was doing was actually pushing him away. It was repelling him. It was killing our intimacy, our connection, our relationship. I wasn't feeling very seen, supported, held. And then just doing this minor little shift, focusing on appreciation. I forgot the expectation. The expectation is now my job. I meet my own expectation. I meet my own needs. I put myself first. And then for him, all I'm noticing is things I can appreciate. And that was the quickest way. And now he just does more and more for me. I'm constantly feeling seen, held, supported. It creates our intimacies deeper now because it's creating that connection. We are connecting more. We are feeling like a team. Okay. And that's where love is. So I just really wanted to share that story to show you that don't make those sly comments about the small things and put your energy on appreciation. Okay. Because expectation is killing it. It's killing the connection. It's killing the intimacy. It's killing the relationship. Okay. But appreciation, now that is what will create magic in your relationship. Okay. I'd love to know what lands for you. I'd love for you to send me a DM on Instagram at It's Lisa Falconer to see what landed for you. There is a link in the description if you want to go deeper with me and book a relationship breakthrough session. I'd love to help you in your relationship and to transform it. And I'll see you next week. Bye.